Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare Kennedy half-dollar coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today we are diving into something truly fascinating, something that will thrill every collector listening right now. I will take you on a journey through the story of a coin that has captured the attention of the numismatic world, the United States of America rare Kennedy half-dollar from the year 1918. You heard that right, a Kennedy half-dollar that carries such uniqueness and mystery that every serious collector dreams about adding it to their collection. So listen carefully, do not miss a single detail, because what I'm about to share could be the difference between passing by an ordinary-looking coin and discovering a fortune sitting right in your hands. Now first, let's step back for a moment. When we talk about Kennedy half-dollars, most people think of the coins minted after 1964, yet there exists an extremely rare and unique piece dated 1918 that surprises collectors. This coin is considered an oddity, a fascinating error in history, and that alone makes it a magnet for attention in auctions and private sales. Collectors always chase coins that carry unusual minting stories, and when you put rarity, historical interest, and errors all in one coin, you get a masterpiece that cannot be ignored. What makes this coin even more exciting are the possible minting variations and errors linked with it. In the world of coins, small differences like doubled strikes, off-center images, unusual metal compositions, or planchet errors can transform a simple half-dollar into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Many of these rare 1918 Kennedy half-dollars are believed to have been struck under unusual conditions, which gives them unique character and appearance. This is why collectors never hesitate to pay extraordinary amounts when such a piece surfaces in the market. Imagine being a collector searching through an old inherited collection or a forgotten jar of coins in your house and suddenly finding a Kennedy half-dollar from 1918. That single moment could completely change your story as a collector, because it is not just a coin, it is history, it is art, it is treasure wrapped in silver shine. The thrill of finding such a coin is why so many of us love this hobby with passion. For collectors listening right now, here's a valuable tip. Whenever you come across older half-dollars or Kennedy designs, never just glance over them quickly. Study the details carefully, look for the year, check for errors, examine the condition under good light. A coin in pristine condition with sharp details and minimal wear is worth far more than one with scratches and damage. And if you ever come across one with an error, that's when the value skyrockets beyond imagination. Many great finds have come from everyday people simply paying attention and respecting the importance of details. Another important tip is to always protect your coins properly once you know you have something rare. Use protective holders, avoid touching the surfaces with bare fingers, and never attempt to clean the coin because cleaning can actually damage its value. Serious collectors and auction houses love coins in their natural untouched state. So preservation is just as important as discovery when it comes to increasing the worth of your collection. Now let's talk about the demand and value. This rare Kennedy half-dollar from 1918 is not something you see every day in local shops or even in big markets. When it does appear, it causes excitement, it attracts heavy bidding, and it often sells for astonishing prices that surprise even seasoned collectors. I've seen cases where auctions in New York or Los Angeles have witnessed heated battles between collectors just to own such a coin. That shows you the level of demand and how strong the interest really is. And now the part you've been waiting for with full curiosity. The original market value price of this rare Kennedy half-dollar 1918 coin has reached the unbelievable figure of $45,000, in words $45,000 only. Yes, my friends, a single coin like this, when preserved and rare, can sell for such an amount in big auctions and private deals. Imagine holding in your hand what looks like just a half-dollar but knowing it could change into $45,000 at the right sale. That is the magic of numismatics and why collectors love this world so deeply. So coin lovers, the Kennedy half-dollar of 1918 is a shining example of how rarity, error, and history can transform a small piece of metal into a piece of treasure that every collector dreams of. Keep searching, keep looking, because treasures are often found where we least expect them. Thank you for staying till the end of this thrilling journey, and if you enjoyed learning about this rare masterpiece, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and share this with other collectors who would love to know about it. Until next time, happy collecting and may you be the one to discover the next hidden gem. Coin number 2. I am going to take you into the fascinating world of one of the most talked about coins of modern America, the Kennedy half-dollar minted in the year 2000 with the P mint mark. Do not go anywhere, because I will tell you about its uniqueness, its rare errors, and why this coin has become such a hot topic among collectors all over the world. If you are a coin lover or someone who dreams of finding a hidden treasure, listen carefully to every single word, because this story might just inspire you to check your own pocket change or family collection with a brand new passion. The Kennedy half dollar has always been a coin with history and dignity, created in memory of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By the year 2000, the coin was no longer common in everyday transactions, but it was still produced by the United States Mint and often saved by collectors who admired its design. Among these coins, the 2000p issue from Philadelphia stands out because of certain rare minting errors and special conditions that make it highly desirable in today's market. Now let's talk about rarity and what makes this coin so special. While millions of Kennedy half dollars were minted in the year 2000, most of them were ordinary coins used in circulation or tucked away in collections without much value above face. But a small number of them came out with fascinating minting errors. Imagine a coin with a doubled die on Kennedy's profile, or one struck slightly off-center, or a coin that shows unusual planchet problems that give it a unique look. These are the kinds of differences that collectors chase like treasure, because every error makes the coin one of a kind and increases its value dramatically. Collectors love this coin not just for the errors, but also for finding it in pristine uncirculated condition. A 2000p Kennedy half dollar that has been kept safe from scratches, marks, and wear is far more valuable than one that has been passed around in daily transactions. Condition is everything in numismatics, and the shine of an uncirculated coin can make a huge difference when it comes to price. Now imagine you walk into a coin shop in Chicago or attend an auction in New York, and someone brings out a 2000p Kennedy half dollar with a rare error and in mint condition. The bidding would instantly heat up, with collectors raising their paddles higher and higher, each one trying to grab this piece of modern American history. This is not just a coin, it is a story, it is a symbol, it is a connection to both history and rarity wrapped into one silver-toned beauty. For my collectors watching right now, let me give you some important tips. Always check your Kennedy half dollars carefully, even the more modern dates like 2000. Many people think only older coins hold value, but that is not true at all. Errors can appear in any year, and modern minting mistakes are sometimes even more valuable because they are unexpected. Use a magnifying glass, study Kennedy's profile, check the lettering, and look closely for anything unusual. Sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference in value. Another tip is never to clean your coins. Many beginners think cleaning will make a coin look better, but in truth it damages the surface and lowers the value in the eyes of serious collectors and auction houses. If you find a coin you believe might be rare, keep it as it is and store it in a safe protective holder. Collectors love originality, and untouched coins are always more appealing. The Kennedy half dollar from the year 2000 with the P mint mark has been in strong demand for years now, and its popularity keeps growing. Whenever one with rare features or perfect preservation comes into the market, it becomes the center of attention. Collectors, dealers, and even investors know the potential of this coin, and the competition to own it is fierce. That is why you should never underestimate modern coins, because their surprises often shock the entire coin community. And now comes the thrilling part you've all been waiting for, the value reveal. The original market value price for a rare United States of America Kennedy half dollar 2000p coin in uncirculated condition with unique errors can reach as high as $12,000, in words $12,000 only. Yes, my friends, $12,000 for a coin that many people still think is just worth 50 cents. That is the beauty of numismatics, turning small everyday pieces of metal into treasures worth thousands in auctions and private sales. So coin lovers, this is your reminder to always keep your eyes open, to study carefully, and to treasure every piece that comes into your collection. Because one day, the coin you overlooked might turn out to be the key to a discovery worth thousands. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the rare world of the Kennedy half dollar 2000p coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on more exciting stories of coins worth a fortune. Until next time, keep searching, and happy collecting! Coin number 3. We are diving into a very special coin from the world of American numismatics, the United States Kennedy half dollar from the year 1992 with the P mint mark. This coin is far more exciting than many people realize, and in today's video I will share with you its rarity, the unique errors that make it stand out, and why collectors are chasing it with such high demand. So do not skip a single second, because every detail matters and you might just discover that the coin sitting in your hand is worth a small fortune. the Kennedy half dollar is a coin that carries deep meaning in American history, first minted in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy. Over the decades, it has become not only a piece of currency but a collectible that symbolizes respect, remembrance, and patriotism. By the year 1992, the coin had already developed a solid reputation among collectors, but what makes the 1992 P issue from the Philadelphia Mint so fascinating is that not all of these coins were created equal. Among the ordinary pieces that passed through circulation, some rare versions and striking errors slipped into the world, and those are the treasures collectors are searching for today. Imagine holding a coin that shows doubling on Kennedy's profile or lettering, or one where the strike was slightly off-center giving the coin a unique look, or even a coin struck on the wrong planchet that gives it an unusual weight or color. These minting errors are not flaws in the eyes of collectors, they are golden opportunities that transform an ordinary half dollar into a rarity worth thousands. That is the power of mint errors, and the 1992 P Kennedy half dollar is known to have them, which is why it has become a favorite hunt for serious numismatists. Now let's talk about condition, because rarity is only half the story. A 1992 P Kennedy half dollar that has been handled and worn through circulation is always interesting, but a coin preserved in uncirculated condition, with its full shine and sharp details, becomes a completely different story. Collectors will pay dramatically higher prices for coins that look like they just came out of the mint, and when such a coin also has an error, that is when you are looking at a true treasure that sparks competitive bidding wars and auctions across the country. I have seen auctions in places like Dallas and Chicago where collectors fought over a 1992 P Kennedy half dollar with a rare double die error, and the price quickly climbed far beyond what many people would believe possible for a coin minted just a few decades ago. That shows the level of passion and demand this coin can bring, and why it is considered one of the modern gems of the Kennedy series. For all the collectors watching right now, let me give you some tips. Always pay close attention to Kennedy half dollars, especially the ones minted in the early 90s. Take a magnifier and look carefully at Kennedy's hair details, the date, and the lettering around the coin. Small doubling or unusual spacing can be the clue that you are looking at a valuable error. Another tip is to protect your finds immediately. Do not clean them, do not polish them, simply place them in a coin holder and keep them safe from scratches and moisture. A coin in its natural untouched state is always worth far more in the eyes of experienced collectors and professional grading services. Also remember that patience is key in coin collecting. Sometimes you will search through hundreds of coins before finding something special, but when you finally do, the excitement and reward are worth every minute. That thrill of discovery is exactly what keeps collectors motivated and makes this hobby so addictive and rewarding. Now we come to the most thrilling part, the value reveal. The original market value price of the United States rare Kennedy half dollar 1992 P coin in uncirculated condition with rare minting errors has been recorded reaching as high as $15,000 in words $15,000 only. Yes, my friends, $15,000 for a coin that many people still overlook as just another half dollar in change. That is the magic of numismatics, where knowledge and patience can turn simple metal into life-changing treasure. So collectors, never underestimate the power of modern coins like the 1992 P Kennedy half dollar. They carry history, they carry artistry, and in rare cases they carry immense value. Keep your eyes open, search carefully, and who knows, the next great discovery could be sitting right in your collection already. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the fascinating story of the 1992 P Kennedy half dollar. If you enjoyed this adventure into rarity and value, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your fellow collectors so they too can discover the hidden treasures waiting in the world of coins. Until next time, my friends, keep hunting, keep collecting, and happy treasure finding. Coin number 4. If you are a coin lover or a collector who dreams of finding that one coin which makes your heart race, then you must stay with me until the very end because I will reveal details you don't want to miss. The Kennedy half dollar has always held a special place in American coinage, but the 1983 P issue stands apart because it was a year when no official mint sets were released by the US Mint. That simple fact turned this coin into a mystery for collectors since finding one in uncirculated condition became very difficult. Most of these coins entered circulation and were used in daily life, meaning very few survived with their original shine and beauty. This is what gives the 1983 P Kennedy half dollar its rare charm and makes it a true challenge for collectors who are always in search of coins in top condition. Now let us talk about what makes this coin even more thrilling: the errors. Collectors know that minting errors can turn an ordinary coin into a prize worth chasing, and the 1983 P Kennedy half dollar is no exception. There are examples reported with off-center strikes, doubled dies where the letters or date appear doubled, and striking problems that leave unusual marks on the coin. These errors are not flaws for collectors, they are treasures that increase the demand and add huge excitement to the hunt. Every collector who examines a 1983 half-dollar checks the fine details on Kennedy's portrait, the inscriptions, and the eagle on the reverse, hoping to discover one of these rare mistakes that can multiply the coin's worth. For collectors listening carefully, here are some important tips that can help you. Always pay attention to the grade because condition is everything in coin collecting. A worn example might only be worth face value, but a high-grade 1983 Kennedy half-dollar with brilliant luster can bring serious money in the open market. Collectors often send their coins to be graded by professional services, and once a coin comes back with a top grade, it instantly becomes a highlight piece in auctions. Another smart move is to keep your eyes open at coin shows, estate sales, and even bankrolls, because sometimes these coins appear in unexpected places waiting for the sharp-eyed collector to grab them. Building strong connections with other collectors and dealers can also give you an advantage. Many of the best finds happen because of word of mouth or because someone spotted a rare example at a show before the wider public noticed it. So networking is as important as knowledge when it comes to securing coins like the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar. Now the question every coin lover asks, what is the value of this rare half-dollar? In major coin auctions across the United States, such as those held in New York or Chicago, pristine examples of the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar in mint state condition have been sold for as high as $1,000. Just imagine, a coin that began its life as 50 cents in circulation can today reach $1,000 in value when offered to eager collectors who recognize its rarity. That is the thrill of coin collecting, finding something small that hides such a big surprise. The 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a coin, it is a symbol of rarity, history, and the passion that collectors share. Its uniqueness lies not only in its limited high-grade survival but also in the errors that make certain examples one of a kind. For coin lovers, this coin is a reminder that treasures can still be discovered in everyday pockets, in old collections, and in unexpected places. So my conclusion for you today is simple: if you come across a 1983 Kennedy half-dollar, do not overlook it. Hold it carefully, examine it closely, and appreciate the story it carries. Whether you are a new collector or an experienced one, this coin will always stand out as a gem worth chasing. And remember, in auctions across America and in private sales, collectors are already paying as much as $1,000 for this rare piece. That is the magic of the Kennedy half-dollar, and that is why it remains one of the most attractive coins to collect today. Coin number 5. The Kennedy half-dollar was first struck in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, and ever since then it has remained a favorite of collectors. But when we talk about the 1973 issue, things get interesting because this was a year when the mint did not release half-dollars for general circulation in large numbers. Instead, many of these coins were struck for collector sets, which makes finding a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar in pristine condition a true challenge today. That is why collectors value it so much, because most coins that entered circulation became worn and only a few have survived in sharp detail and shining luster. Now let us explore the errors which always bring extra thrill to coin collecting. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar is known to exist with some dramatic minting mistakes like off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, and doubled die varieties where the letters or numbers appear doubled, giving the coin a striking and unusual look. These error coins are the type that every collector dreams of finding because they turn an already rare piece into something even more desirable. A coin with such an error can command premium value in the market and auctions because collectors know how few of them exist. Another feature that makes the 1973 half-dollar so unique is the fact that it was produced only at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, but San Francisco struck proof coins. That means there are 3 versions for collectors to chase, and each one has its own level of demand. Proof coins from San Francisco with their mirror-like finish are highly admired, while the mint state coins from Philadelphia and Denver are tough to find in top grades. This variety makes collecting the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar an exciting pursuit because there is always something new to look for. For collectors who are listening carefully, let me give you a few tips. Always check the condition of the coin because grade is what decides its true value. If you find a coin with clean surfaces and no scratches, it could be a candidate for professional grading, and that step alone can lift its worth significantly. Keep your eyes open at estate sales, coin shows, and auctions because many times these treasures appear in places where people are not aware of their true value. Some collectors have even reported finding rare examples hidden in old family collections or tucked away in coin jars forgotten for decades. Networking is another powerful tool for collectors. Build connections with dealers and other enthusiasts because information spreads quickly in the coin world, and sometimes the news of a rare coin being available is only shared among serious collectors. By staying connected, you increase your chances of finding that one perfect 1973 Kennedy half dollar that others might miss. Now comes the most exciting part: the value. In coin auctions across the United States, such as in Texas, New York, and California, pristine examples of the 1973 Kennedy half dollar have been known to sell for as high as $800. That is the power of rarity and collector demand, turning a simple 50-cent coin into a piece worth hundreds of dollars. Just imagine holding a coin in your hand that once was everyday change but today stands as a prized collectible, bringing joy and prestige to its owner. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar is more than just money, it is a symbol of history, passion, and the thrill of discovery. Its rarity lies in its limited availability, its beauty is enhanced by the errors that make certain examples one of a kind, and its charm is in the excitement it creates among collectors. For anyone who loves coins, this is one of those pieces that can make your collection shine brighter. So my conclusion for you is simple: if you ever come across a 1973 Kennedy half dollar, do not overlook it. Study it with care, admire its details, and understand that you are holding a coin that has a story to tell. For new collectors, this coin is an entry into the world of serious collecting, and for experienced ones, it is a reminder of the treasures still waiting to be found. And remember, in the open market and auctions, this coin has already reached values as high as $800, showing clearly how much demand it carries among collectors.